Assalamu alaikum. I am Engineer Saifullah and you are watching civilengineeratsite YouTube channel. So dear friends, today we will discuss different types of joints in concrete structure. Before starting the video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, share it with your friends. And if you have any question or suggestion, comment it in the comment section. And if you want to contact me, so you can contact me through my social networks. Links are available in the video description or also in the about section of the channel. So guys, we have different types of joints in the concrete structure. Main three types: construction joint, contraction joint, and expansion joint. Contraction joints, also called control joints, and expansion joints, also called isolation joints. So we will discuss these three types of joints in a detail. And there is also another joint which called cold joint. But cold joint is a defect of concrete. We will discuss about cold joints later in the video. So first we will discuss the construction joints. The construction joints I will tell you in very short definition. The joint between the old concrete and new fresh concrete is called construction joint. Whenever you are casting fresh concrete and it will be joined with the hardened concrete or the old concrete, and there will be a joint this joint is called construction joint. Joint between old concrete and new concrete is called construction joint. So guys, sometimes the construction joint is planned and sometimes this is unplanned joint, and at that joint what you will fill. So how it will be a planned joint, like if you are going to pour concrete for a big slab or a big area, and you know that you cannot complete this in a one day or in your working time, and if there is summer and you have shortage of time or shortage of material, so you plan the construction joint that we will pour concrete till this area, and the remaining area we will fill tomorrow or any other day. So that will be a planned construction joint. Unplanned construction joint, you are pouring concrete and sometimes you get shortage of material, any accident or anything happen, you want to stop the concrete, so that will be an unplanned construction joint. How? What are the rules for the construction joint? Minimum 3 meter. If you want to pour the area, so the minimum you have to pour till 3 meter. After that you can provide a construction joint, and maximum is 18 meter. Maximum is in 18 meter. More than 18 meter you cannot provide a construction joint. If you want to, minimum you have to pour concrete 3 meters, so you can provide joint, and maximum you can provide a construction joint 18 meter. Now there is two things. Construction joint. You pour a slab and you want to start tomorrow. So when you start tomorrow and to pour the remaining part of the slab, so there what you will do, you have to provide a sealant or a bonding material. Here we are using the Soviet bonding material. You have to provide or apply that bonding material. It's like a fluid between the old and new the concrete, so the bond will be strong between the two concrete. Sometimes there is an old structure like a slab on grade. You are pouring concrete for slab on grade, we did in our side, and there is a wall, so you want to provide construction joint between wall and slab on grade. So between that one you have to provide the filler board between the old concrete wall or grade beam or whatever and the new slab on grade. You have to provide the pillar board to make a construction joint. And the rules for the providing construction joint is 2/3 of the total span. 2/3 of the total span of the slab you can provide the construction joint. Now the second is contraction joint or control joint. Contraction joint or control joint. Contraction, contraction, there is a difference between construction and contraction. So sometimes people didn't get that one and they thinking that the both are same, but no, contraction joint or isolation control joint is a different thing. Contraction or control joint, this is a planned joint which is placed between the pavement or slab to prevent cracks or shrinkage. It is a cracks or a groove which is provided in the pavements or slab to prevent the shrinkage. Mostly this is provided in the pavements to prevent shrinkage or cracks. And you have to apply this 1/4 of the, you have to apply the groove. You will not reach till, you will not provide this contraction joint from the top to the bottom. No, you have to go till some depth. What will be the depth? You have to go to the depth 1/4 of the thickness of the slab. Like you have to calculate the thickness, total thickness, and then you have to multiply that 1/4. 1/4 of the total thickness of the slab, you will provide the contraction joint or control joint. And the pavement or in the slab to prevent shrinkage, cracks. Mostly you can see this when they are making pavement at roadside, so you can see sometimes they are also, they make a groove, they make the cut till the 1/4 of the thickness of the pavement, and there they provide pillar board or some type other material. But the best thing to provide in the joints is pillar board, and mostly from 10 to 20 mm. The third.
So guys, the third one is expansion joint or isolation joint. Expansion joint in concrete or isolation joint in concrete is a gap which allows the concrete to expand and contract as when the temperature changes. You know guys, when the temperature changes, contraction and expansion occur in the different type of material. Like in the summer, mostly the material are contraction occur in the material mostly in the winter, and expansion occur in the material during the summer season. In the expansion joint, it also forms a break between the concrete and other parts of a structure to allow movement without causing stress. Maybe these stresses can lead to the cracking. To avoid cracking, we have to provide the expansion or isolation joint in the structure, and it should be used in large concrete slabs such as a foundation, car parking buildings, concrete driveways, particularly in slab with a surface area exceeding 6 meters square. So when the surface of a slab is exceeding 6 meters square, so you have to provide the expansion joint to avoid cracks in their structure. Like for example, in the car parking building, you can feel the vibration because of the motion of the car. So to avoid cracks because of that vibration, we have to provide expansion or isolation joints minimum on every 6 meters square to avoid cracking in that building structure and for the long life of the building. And this is the best treatment to avoid cracks in the buildings, to provide the expansion joints. When between the expansion joint, different types of material filled, because when you make the joints, so sometimes we have to put there some steel and some rubber, EPDM. It's that rubber called EPDM rubber sheet. So you have to provide that EPDM rubber sheet between the joints to fill that joint. And one thing about the expansion joint, it will be not like contraction joints that you have to make just a groove or socket. No, it will be from top to the bottom of the slab. It will be gap between the two parts, a continuous gap there from top to the bottom of the slab.
And now in the last, there is a core joints. Core joints is a type of joints, and this is a defect. This is not a plane joint or not a pre-plane joint. So it means unflaned. It's a defect of concrete. What is called core joints? Whenever you are making concrete and you make delay between the two pour of concrete, the two pour of concrete, which you make delay between the two pour of concrete, so this is called the core joints. For example, now you are thinking that this is some the construction. No, this is not the construction joint. You are pouring concrete, and sometimes the mixtures delay arrive at site, and then directly you start pouring the concrete after 30 minutes or 20 minutes, 20 minutes in the summer. So the concrete which you poured first will be hardened, and the second the fresh concrete will be not hardened. So there are, then at that time there are joint occurring in this structure which is called cold joint. And cold joint is a defect of concrete, guys. And the remaining joints which I told you about, contraction joint, construction joint, and isolation joint, these are the planned joints which we are doing for in the concrete structure for different purposes. So guys, if you have any suggestion for me to apply on my videos, please comment it in the comment section. And if you have any question, you can ask in the comment section. Please subscribe our YouTube channel, like the video, and share it with your friend. I need your support in the form of subscribe my channel and like the video, share it with your friend. Thank you so much.